Yo, what's going on, guys? We're back. We're just gonna chill for a bit. Talk about MMA. I've been hearing rumors that Islam is ducking Helia Topuria, that he doesn't want to fight him. So let's talk about that. We'll see if the people agree, disagree. Personally, I don't think Islam's ducking him. I mean, he probably doesn't want to maybe he doesn't want to fight another featherweight moving up. Maybe that's why. Not really sure what exactly is going on there, because I saw something earlier, Klein versus Topuria. I was tripping that. That was like from like 3 years ago. That was like from 3 years ago. What's going on, Bob, in the house? Let's go, Bob. We got Woken in here. Let's go, Woken. How you doing, brother? How you guys doing what is it, Monday right now? It's Monday. Yeah, it's Monday right now. Yeah, I'm like amazed right now is like the biggest star of the UFC, Alex Pereira. He's not the champion anymore. Now we got Bilal Muhammad at 170. We got Ankalaev at 205. Who else have you got? You got Islam at 155. Um, where's Fikam? I'm right here, Bob. How you doing? How you doing, Bob? Islam needed to fight everyone else too before he had a chance at I mean, people are so dumb, bro. I've heard people say like his best wins are Bobby Green. Like they're just completely forgetting about Oliveira. Like the stuff I see on Twitter is just makes me like it's actually kind of hilarious. Like the fact that people like loved discrediting Islam Majid for some reason. I'm not really sure why. Like all this guy does is go out there, finish all the top guys. I mean, finished Oliveira by submission. I mean, who the hell submits Oliveira right now? Like who's able to finish Oliveira like that? I don't know anyone that can submit him like that. Finished Volkanovski. I know people want to discredit him for that because he took on Volkanovski on short notice. I mean, it's not really his fault. Um, Volkanovski is the one that took that fight race, so like can't really blame Islam for that. Honestly, like I'm not really sure. Like it is what it is at this point. I mean, I want to see him move up to 170. Like I want to see him take that 170 belt from Bilal Muhammad, because I do think he beats Bilal. I do think he beats Bilal Muhammad right now. I think he can submit Bilal Muhammad. Yeah, the Topuria moving up to 155. I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen with that. Obviously, he wants that 155 belt. I don't really blame him. I mean, obviously, like that's a good, pretty high level matchup there. Islam versus Topuria, but like all the people I see is saying that he's stuck in Topuria. It's probably not the best. Let me not say like it's not. It's probably not the best fight for him. I mean, like it's not like he can't win. I would pick Islam over Topuria at 155. But like, what does he gain from beating Topuria like at 155? Like this guy, I mean, I guess he's in the top five pound for pound fighter. He beat Volkanovski, he beat Holloway. Pretty good wins. I mean, he knocked them out both, so I guess that is impressive. And what's going on, Madrigal? I'm picking Padilla, bro. I haven't bet him yet. I am gonna end up betting on Padilla. Like I'm thinking about like if I want to bet his money line or do you want to bet him by finish only instead of just no action. Because like if it goes the distance, I feel like Herbert Burns. Like this is not Herbert Burns. I just called him Herbert Burns. That's kind of funny. What's his name? Herbert. Jai Herbert. Jai Herbert. I just called him Herbert Burns. He's a lot better than Herbert Burns, that's for sure. 100% a lot better than Herbert Burns. I'm picking Padilla, bro. I haven't done well picking both of their fights in the past. I picked Rong Zhu to beat him. And if he lands the same elbow that he landed on Rong Zhu, I don't think Herbert can eat that. Bro, I'm getting more and more confident Leon and Kevin. I'm actually confident Leon can win, but like Kevin Holland, like you never fucking know with Kevin Holland, bro. This guy, like, it's like the fact that he's fighting at 170, like, kind of gives me more confidence in him. I've done pretty well picking Kevin Holland's like last 7, 8 fights. Like, I think he's gonna be able to win this one, maybe, like, cause Nelson hasn't fought in like 2 years, but like he's actually a pretty solid grappler. I still remember him getting knocked out by Ponzinibbio back in the day. I mean, so I think Kevin Holland, like, if he's really taking this fight serious, which he should be, right? Like, why should he not be taking this fight serious? He's already like 1-4 or 1-5 in his last like 6 fights at this point. Like, you gotta win this one, Kevin Holland. I'm probably gonna be pissed off if I pick him and he loses by first round submission, which could happen. I mean, if he's not training I gotta like watch his interviews on Wednesday when he does the interview media on media day. I'm gonna have to watch that, see where his mindset's at right now. But yeah, Leon Edwards, I think he's taken like 7 8 months off. So like, I really hope he's drilling that takedown defense. Because if he's not, I mean, even then, I feel like he could take down Brady too. I mean, we've seen him take down Usman, we've seen him take down other guys before. He took down Bilal Muhammad, had his back for like a round. I think he can take his back, but like, I don't want him to grapple with Brady. Kiyosa was a solid grappler too, but Kevin smoked him. Yeah, I remember that one. I remember that one. Like, I actually picked Kevin Holland there. Well, like, I remember a lot of people were high on Kiyosa there. Like, I'm not really like, even though I know Kiyosa just won. He beat who did he beat? He beat that fucking Max Griffin. I think it's Max Griffin. He beat Max Griffin right few months ago. Kiyosa's got good grappling. I mean, so like the fact that he took him down over and over, but like he was getting lit up on the feet. Like I remember watching that fight, I was like, okay, holy shit, this guy has no striking. Kiyosa was actually touching him up on the feet, but like his striking has gotten better recently. Like you can't take that away from him. He's actually been working on the striking, and he trains with Joe Pfeiffer, right? So like obviously his striking is gonna get better. But like I just like my only problem with Leon Edwards is like he doesn't throw enough volume. So like that could maybe cost him if he gets taken down, held down for a bit, and loses rounds like that. What's going on, Lane? How you doing, Lane? I love that new picture you got now. Beautiful picture there. He beat Tony Ferguson, who Kiyosa. I know he beat Tony Ferguson, but he also just beat Max Griffin, right? He just beat Max Griffin. I mean, so he's able to beat these guys at the lower end. But like, and the top, Kevin Kiyosa was ranked in the top 6 at one point. Like, how crazy was that? Like back then, welterweight just wasn't as stacked. I think Usman was a champion back then. Yeah, Usman was a champion back then. But like, I really want to see this Topuria versus Islam fight. But I kind of understand like why Islam's not trying to fight him, because like if he does beat him, which I think he will, like I think Topuria has a chance to like clip him with something because he has really good boxing. But like if he doesn't, right, he's probably gonna get taken on controlled. I know Topuria has really good submission game, but like I just want to see that fight. I mean, I just want to see it happen, right? Because right now, like if Islam isn't moving up to 170, like I'm not really sure what he's gonna do now. He already beat he already beat Sarukian, like and he was supposed to fight Sarukian. Sarukian ended up pulling out. He already beat Oliveira. He already beat everyone. Like there's no one in the top 10. I mean, maybe other than Gamrod. Like Gamrod's not fighting for the belt anytime soon. 170 Kevin Holland has better takedown defense than 185. Yeah, I do agree there. Like that's the reason that I'm picking Kevin Holland. Like I've been fading Kevin Holland. I took Delete over him. I took RDR over him. But like the fact that he's fighting at 170, he's cutting that weight, kind of tells me that he probably knows he's in the blender right now. So like if he doesn't win this fight, he's probably cooked. Because I don't know, like they're never gonna put him on a pay-per-view. So if he does win this fight, he could probably fight back on a pay-per-view card. Because he's been fighting on a pay-per-view the past like 2 fights, right? I think he's been fighting on the pay-per-view the past 2 fights. Chris Cross said, "We need you back in that mansion." Bro, I'm at the house right now. I'm probably gonna have to like change my fucking background. I mean, but I'll probably do that next stream. You mean the fucking apartment that I used to I used to have as a background? I mean, probably that, right? Probably got to go back to the apartment or the high-rise apartment. Yeah, I really hope Kevin Holland wins. Like, I'm just not sure if I'll like bet him because like I don't really trust him. But like, if he's training hard, if he's serious, like Nelson hasn't fought in like 2 years. I mean, true, bro. Islam smokes everyone. I mean, I wouldn't say that he smokes everyone. Like, does he smoke Topuria? Like, does he submit Topuria? I'm not really sure. I think the physicality, I mean, the size that has over Topuria is gonna help him win that one. Let's do a poll. Let's see who you guys are picking if that fight does end up happening. Let's see who you guys are picking that one. Let me do this poll. Let's do the Islam versus Topuria poll right now. Islam. I'm gonna go with Islam right now. If that does happen, I'm not sure if it will. I'm gonna do a Puza and Lopez parlay. Why do you have to parlay WWE fighter in there, Bob? I'm picking Puza Tomer. I think she can win, but like, fuck, am I gonna bet her? I mean, honestly, like, she actually was a minus 200 right, opening line, so like, people are betting on what's her name? Shana Bannon. I almost called her Manon Fear. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. Like, Puza Tomer, like, plus money is not bad, but like, the fact they're fighting in London, I mean, so she's probably not gonna get a gifted robbery this time. Not that the first fight, I mean, her fight against Amanda wasn't like a clear robbery. It was close. I didn't go back and watch it. I'm not watching that fight back. There's no way I'm gonna spend 15 minutes of my fucking life watching that one back. But from what I can remember, like, it was pretty close. I mean, Ryan Amanda was the one pressuring her, so they gave it to her. But like, I didn't think she won that fight. What's going on, Daniel? How you doing, brother? How you? Hopefully, you're having a good Monday today. I've been up since the morning, bro. Every time I get up in the morning, like I actually get stuff done. So like, had a long fucking day. I just ate some food right now. Probably gonna make some food. I was making tacos in the morning last night. I was like, what the fuck am I gonna eat right now in the morning? Then I was like, let me make some ground beef tacos, and I gotta get some sour cream. I mean, it's not the same without sour cream, but like it was good enough. Bro, Scottish Duncan can win this season too. What do you think? I mean, the odds are pretty crazy though. Like I can understand why the odds are the way they are. Because Osene can strike, his striking is okay. He's got power on the feet. He dropped Garam in the first round. And he can wrestle. He on full camp, I think he's gonna win. But like the odds are pretty insane. I don't know Duncan like how does Duncan win this season? He's gonna have to wrestle because I don't like. I know he's got power on the feet. Maybe he can knock him out. I don't know if that fight's gonna go the distance, bro. I honestly think it's gonna probably end inside the distance. Because they're both like pretty high level finishers. And also, what's his name? Vasenik has really good submission skills. And I was looking up the submission prop for Vasenik on Bet Online. It was like plus 285. So honestly, like I'm gonna see where they open that on DraftKings and FanDuel. If it's like over plus 300, I'm gonna play that. Or maybe fight ends by submission or something like that. But like I don't know if I see Duncan being the one getting the submission. It's probably gonna be Vasenik that can get a submission. Leon is my get the dub. You mean Leon's gonna get the dub? Yeah, I do agree with you, Chris Cross. He's been training. I mean, since he lost to Bilal Muhammad, he got absolutely embarrassed by Bilal Muhammad. But like, let's not forget, he had some good moments in that fight. Like, he wasn't completely getting destroyed. I mean, he was getting destroyed early. Like, let me not fucking write that off. He was getting destroyed early, but like, he had some moments. I think he won the third round. I watched the whole fight back, and kind of gave me confidence that he could win this one. But like, my only problem with Leon is like, it's my the problem that I always had with Leon is like he just doesn't throw enough volume sometimes. He just like pick his shots. And, like even against Kobe, like he was winning the fight on the feet, then he was sort of like taking on Kobe. Like, please don't grapple Leon if you're watching this somehow, which he's probably not watching this. But like, I don't want him to grapple against Brady. He might just like go for takedowns against Brady just to prove a point. Because he has that fucking ego on him, right? Like, he might just do that. They don't celebrate Taco Tuesdays in Canada, Lane. I mean, we got Taco Tuesdays here. I don't go to like Taco Bell. Taco Bell is horrible, man. I can't go to Taco Bell. Like, I had a friend that used to work at Taco Bell, and I seen the inside of it. It's so fucking dirty, bro. Like, there's no way I can eat. I haven't been to Taco Bell in like since then, since I've seen the place in the back, cause they got fucking rats running around and shit. Like, it's so dirty, bro. I can't fucking eat over there anymore. Like, I used to eat out a lot. Now I've been cooking my own food the past like couple weeks, and I've been feeling better. I'm not really sick anymore. Like, I used to get really sick from eating out all the time. Plus, I'm saving money. Like, I used to spend like 1K, almost like $800 a month on takeouts. DoorDash, I mean. Drizzy Gold, what's going on, Drizzy Gold? Said my pick'em boy John had. I know he's coming off some injuries, bro, but like, you think Ober's gonna knock him out? He couldn't knock out Ozdemir, man. John's got a better chin. I mean, he took some big fucking hooks from Alex Pearl, like, so I don't know if he's gonna go down that easy. Honestly, I think John could knock him out. I mean, like, oh yeah, I think people forget Down Young had him fucking like in trouble in moments in that fight. Um, that was a terrible picking with Tori. How much did you bet on delete it, Jersey Gore? Show us your fucking tickets in Discord. Let's see. It feels such a terrible pick. I gave out a play the fight goes a distance, so like I didn't tell anyone to go bet on Vittori. I told people like it's gonna go the distance at a high clip, so like it wasn't a bad fucking pick. It was close. I mean, he had deletes in trouble in that third round, so like I wouldn't say it was that bad of a pick. Deletes is just really tough though. I'm saying John may not be the same after. I mean, we'll see this Saturday, Jersey Goat. We'll find out this Saturday. That's the beautiful thing about MMA, right? So hopefully, if I'm right, hopefully you show up, Jersey Goat. Please don't fucking go missing on us. Like a lot of people I see in chat, they tell me this is gonna happen, that's gonna happen, and when it doesn't happen, right? Like Uncle Live, I had so many people telling me like Pearl's gonna smoke him. Then what happened after like Uncle Live? I didn't see any of those people. Like I never see them after. Like they never show up. So like I'm always here. I go live. So like if you're right, then you can tell me in the chat you're right. But that was a good pick. You said that Big Ank would get the W. I was kind of nervous. I mean, I was kind of nervous. They might give it to Pura if it goes a distance, but like I'm happy that the scoring wasn't so corrupt. Vittori, yeah, the Vittori one, like it was just a fucking terrible fight. I mean, did you guys watch like watching that fight? I really didn't enjoy it. It wasn't that high level. Like I'm actually kind of shocked these guys are ranked in the top 10, both of them, Delice and Vittori, because I don't think they should be in the top 15. Honestly, like they're probably like top 20 material. Bob said, friggin' Brits gonna keep us up all the hours. What time does the card even start at? I'm not sure what time the card even starts. I gotta check right now. But yeah, Drizzy Gore. If I'm right on Leon, make sure you fucking show, or John. I mean, if you make sure you see you in the chat after. Where's the card for? Let's see. I know it's in London, right? So it's 1 p.m. Eastern time. Honestly, I love cards that start early for me. I mean, I'll fucking take it. I don't have to be up at like 1 in the morning watching Leon fucking snooze fest. I'll take a early card over like a late card. Honestly, like that's what I prefer. But for some of you guys, it's probably like later, right? If you're not in the Eastern time, not sure what time it's gonna be for some of you guys over there. Lane said, "Yo, I showed up even though Alex lost. Yeah, my role was rock. Gotta be humble and defeat as well. Let's go, Lane. It happens, Lane. I mean, I get picks wrong all the time. I got like 5 picks right at last card. Well, I know people were like disappointed. I mean, I was having fun with the memes with the Uncle I winning. I mean, I was like having too much fun for the past week. But the more I think about it, man, like it's like I'm kind of disappointed now that Uncle I won. Like I'm happy that I won my bet on Uncle I, but like I'm actually kind of disappointed now because like Uncle I was only gonna fight like once a year, and it's probably gonna be Abu Dhabi every time. And yeah, the more I think about it, like I was like, fuck. We're probably not gonna get Ankalaev fighting like fucking 3 times a year like Pura, right? Pura was fighting like 3-4 times a year. So like the more I think about it, I was like, fuck. We're not gonna get there's no hype in the UFC anymore. Cause like Pura's like he's one of those guys that takes more chances than Ankalaev. Like he's gonna go I mean he wasn't taking any as many chances against Ankalaev, but like normally he's like going out there not getting the big knockouts. So like that's just like the only thing that kind of disappointed me there. Big Ank, a rematch with Poetan still will be still massive. It's probably gonna be in Abu Dhabi. So like I feel like for Alex to win, he's gonna have to knock him out in Abu Dhabi because I just have a hard time seeing them like unless it's clear like rounds for Pera in because I don't see Ankalaev defending his belt anywhere other than maybe I could be wrong. Maybe I'm gonna be wrong. But like I don't think I see this guy defending his belt anywhere other than Abu Dhabi or Saudi Arabia. Paku in the house. What's going on, Paku? How you doing, Paku? Hopefully you've been good, brother. Said Paku said 2 a.m. starts for me in Australia. Damn, bro, it's early in the morning. I mean, the only time I've been up in the morning watching UFC, I think it was like the Chinese card, right? Yeah, it was a Chinese card. Who was the main win? I think it was Peter Yan versus a Figgy. Was that the main win in China last time? I know the one before that was in was that Singapore? I think Jambi versus who was it? Jambi versus Holloway, right? I think those were like both cards in China, if I'm not mistaken. Mario said, "I'm tired of listening to this champ is ducking this champ. Then the champ fights that guy, and the only case I see is that John Jones versus Aspinall." Yeah, I'm just like it's just a thumbnail, bro. I'm not out here saying that Islam's ducking Topuria. Cause like if you're like in Topuria shoes right now, like what are you gonna get from beating Topuria? Like I mean like Islam's shoes right now. Like what are you gonna get from beating Topuria, who's a 145er? People are already saying like he beat Volkanovski. That's two of his title defenses. Like he's not. He's overrated. I mean, I see that all the time on Twitter. Twitter is a crazy place though. Like I gotta fucking stop being on Twitter so much because the stuff I see on there just kind of pisses me off. Sometimes you know. Wilkin said we had enough cards here in the Netherlands starting at 1 a.m. in the morning, bro. I mean, I don't mind being like late, like staying up all night in the morning. I mean, I've been live Horizon before. Like, I don't go live Horizon anymore. I've been live Horizon. I mean, like the main events are so like 8 a.m. in the morning, and you gotta watch the prelims at like 1 a.m. in the morning. So like, I've been there. I've done that. But like, I prefer when the cards start early. That's why like even the Abu Dhabi cards and those Saudi Arabian cards, they normally start at like 10 a.m. in the morning or like 11 a.m. Eastern time. Honestly, like I like those cards that start afternoon, so like I can go to sleep and like go get dinner after. But like when I'm done like 1 a.m. in the morning, then I'm so fucking tired. Yeah, Kita, I think he should be getting signed to the UFC, right? He's already like he's been on a pretty good run. His only loss, I think, was a freak injury, right? If I'm not mistaken, the K1. I think he messed up his ankle or something like that. I mean, that's his only loss, right? Did he finish that guy last time? Because I watched the fight. I didn't watch the last fight that he had. Who was it? Paradiser, I think Paradiser. I'm probably butchering his name right now. I think his name was Paradiser, right? He fought him. I think he finished him. Did he finish him? I think he might have finished him there. Trizzy goes that I got Islam submitting to Puri if they fight in round one, round two. I think you can probably darsh him, right? But like one thing I'll say like about Topuria, like he's got like really good wrestling and submission. He's a black belt, right? I think he was like the first black belt from Georgia or like to get a BJJ black belt. So like I'm not too sure if he's gonna be able to like submit him that easy, but like, we've seen that happen to Oliver. Right? Oliver is a black belt in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, one of the best submission artists out there. And I could see maybe I honestly I could see Islam like catching him with a high kick, then hurting him, then like maybe putting him in a submission and maybe putting him to sleep. Cause that Darshok is just fucking unreal, man. Like the way he knows when he has a Darshok, like you can't really fucking escape either. Cause the squeeze has got to be so fucking tight. He's saying he wants to sign with the UFC. I mean, a lot of people say they want to sign with the UFC, right? So they got to go out there and finish people. If you're not finishing people, they're probably not gonna sign you. Well, it's crazy though, like, cause like sometimes they'll sign people that are not finishing people, then like sometimes they won't sign people that are not finishing people. Like you never know. It kind of depends on Dana White's mood. But yeah, if I'm Islam, I go up to 170 and fight one of them boys. More of a challenge. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I think, bro. Like all the people that are saying he's ducking Topuria, like what does he gain from beating Topuria right now? I mean, other than like respect from all of us, right? Like obviously we're all gonna respect him for taking a Topuria. Then after people are gonna turn on him, I feel like that's what's gonna happen. Then people are gonna be like, oh, they're gonna write him off for a win over Topuria, saying he's a 145er. That doesn't mean much. I mean this and all that happens every time. I mean, it happened after the Volkanovski fight. Lane said we're spoiled rotten here in the States. I complain about 9 a.m. starts. Bro, I actually prefer like early cards in the morning. Like I want to be done by like 11 or like 10 p.m. at the latest, right? Like then I can get up in the morning. If I like when we have cards that like end up at like 2 a.m. in the morning, 1:30 in the morning, then I'm like I gotta go get some food. Then I go to sleep at like 3 a.m. in the morning or like 4. That's like way too fucking late, bro. Like I can't get it. There's no way I'm getting up in the morning by like 9 or even like 10. I might get up at like 11 then on Sunday. Yeah, he got to finish last time. Just has to clean that octagon. Yeah, it was over. What's his name? Paradise, right? I mean, he was on a pretty good run too. He was looking pretty solid. Um, Pagu said it was very obvious for me that Ankalaev was gonna beat Alex. Per Alex has been hand fed. Dumb strikers. Okay, that's too much disrespect to Pura, brother. That's too much. You're right though. I mean, there were some favorable matchups. for Oxpera, but like it's not like he's fighting complete bums. He's knocking out these guys that are like dangerous too. Like Jerry Prajka, I mean, obviously he lacks in the striking defense big time. And even like Jamal Hill, I mean, Jamal Hill is like people honestly like before like I changed my pick to Oxford, I was picking Jamal Hill. I was one of those people picking Jamal Hill. Then I seen him like coming in overweight. I mean, seen him with this big fucking belly hanging out at the wins. I was like, then I seen him getting an autograph from Pura. Then I was like, okay, that's all I need to see. I'm gonna have to fucking change my pick. And Lane convinced me to change my pick on that one because that would have been a really fucking dumb pick on Jamal Hill. Yeah, Jamal Hill has been getting fucking ran through by he just got ran through by Pura. He just got ran through by Jerry Brajka. And he's fighting Roundtree now, right? Like he's fighting Roundtree. So I don't know. Is he gonna beat Roundtree? Is that 5 rounds or is it only 3 rounds? If it's only 3 rounds, then I don't know who's gonna win that one, honestly. Like Roundtree is pretty good though. Like he's got power on the feet, he's got good Muay Thai, good leg kicks and stuff like that. So you never know where Jamal Hill's confidence is gonna be at after those 2 losses. And so like I think the odds are pretty much even now, right? Like they're closing in. I think Jamal Hill opened up like minus 160 or something like that. So the odds are pretty much even now. Roundtree, like he's actually pretty solid. Roundtree. I mean, I remember at one point like Roundtree was losing to complete bums. Um, like not bums, I mean, but like he was losing a lot. He lost to Prakny. I mean, I still haven't forgotten about that. Like I actually bet him over fucking Prakny, and you can't believe he lost to Prakny. Like he just completely gassed out back then. And Mally, bro, I don't even want to see that matchup. Like I really just don't want to fucking see that matchup. Like I bought the paper. You were watching UFC Noche. I got really drunk for that card, which kind of like softened my pain because I lost so much money betting on that card. I bet on a fucking Grasso, and the worst part about losing a bet is like when the fights are like absolute stinkers, absolutely boring. Like that's the worst way to lose a bet because you got to just sit there and watch your fucking money go down the drain. But like I'm just probably gonna bet the over 4.5 rounds this time. I think that's free money because Malley's gonna have to like hurt him really badly or knock him out cold. I just don't think he can do that. I'm sure like Rob's gonna be like minus 200 this time, like minus 180, because I don't think he's gonna be underdog anymore after he beat Umar. I was kind of hoping maybe they're gonna do Sean and Malley versus Umar Nurmagomedov, but knowing the UFC, knowing Dana White, I mean they don't wanna have a Malley as a champion, right? He brings a lot of these guys, these kids to watch UFC. I mean, I'm not really sure like O'Malley's a star. Like I know people they think he's a star. Like I'm not really sure how much of a star he really is. Madrigal said, "I'm pissed. I can't live bet this Saturday because of work." Yeah, live betting is pretty solid. I mean, I didn't live bet last week. Like I only had one bet last week, Hollabo at like plus 180, and I thought that was a pretty solid bet. Even though I didn't cash, like it was a pretty solid bet because he was winning that fight like before he got fucking taken down. I just wish he had better takedown defense. Like it is what it is though. You can bet live at work. Just ask Grimy. Yeah, Grimy is always betting on MMA. He's always betting on MMA. Even at work, like bro, Grimy's making money at work just to fucking have fun watching MMA. Hamza versus DDP, Jones versus Aspinall. Get that on the same card. You think that's gonna happen? You think Jones is gonna fight Aspinall? I feel like if it was gonna happen, it would have already happened. I know Aspinall. I watch Aspinall's YouTube channel. Like the way he's been talking about it. He said he's just waiting on John Jones now. Like the UFC wants this, they want this to happen. Obviously, Tom Aspinall wants this fight to happen. I don't know. Like I don't know if that's even gonna happen anymore. Like it's been way too long already. Like I know. I mean, sure. Like Jones wants a lot of money to fight him, right? That's probably like why he's waiting around and negotiating with the UFC. But like, how much is the UFC gonna pay him? $30 million? Because if it was like $10 million, I'm sure like the UFC would pay him $10 million, or even like $50 million. So like, it's probably asking for like 30 million. The only time I've seen the UFC pay like 30 million or over, I think it was Connor, right? They paid Connor a ton of money. So like, that's the only guy that has made so much money from the UFC. So I don't know if they're gonna pay him that much more for John Jones. Malik got fraud check last fight. I wouldn't call it fraud check. I mean, he lost to Marab. I mean, Marab's been beating everyone. I haven't really been high on Marab. I mean, because like I don't like picking these guys that fucking win boring decisions. I mean, but like I'm gonna have to change my mind on that. Cause like being a fucking decisionator is like the best base for Mimi at this point. Look at Uncle Live. I mean, Uncle Live goes a distance a lot, right? He just beat Pera. Like Bilal Muhammad goes a distance a lot. He beats everyone. I mean, right now, Marab, Topuria is the one that finishes people. Islam finishes people. Pantoza goes a distance a lot. I mean, normally, but he finished Asakura last time. Who else is there? DDP. DDP. I mean, he's normally finishing people, but like he's gone the distance. Not 2 fights, right? 2 out of 3 fights now. Jones will take it, bro. I'm not picking Jones anymore. Like, I've never picked against John Jones, but like I'm just not sure. Like the way he's gonna win that fight, I feel like if he can like grapple Tom Aspinall and can he do that early? Like I'm just not sure. I think like it's probably gonna be like the first few rounds. Like I feel like Aspinall's gonna be fucking hitting with some big shots. I don't know what kind of chin Jones is gonna have at 180, 205, 265. I mean, but like if you're betting John Jones at plus money, like you gotta take that bet at plus money because like he's never shown like he's never like lost a fight, right? I think Lafren can win if he pretends Fletcher stole his pot of gold. Bro, you know that's a rematch, right? They actually fought back in like 2018. Yeah, in the amateurs. I mean, it's been a while though, so I feel like he can win if he can keep it standing. If he doesn't grapple, there's no grappling in that fight. Even then, I feel like Fletcher can like land some shots on it. We just seen Jake Hadley move up to 135 and completely outclass what's his name Lafren. I'm gonna pick Fletcher. I mean, I haven't really been too high on Fletcher. I've seen him get KO'd before in regional. I think in Cage Warriors when he very completely gassed out. But like Lafren doesn't really isn't really much of a finisher. I know he finished people in the Cage Warriors, but like in the UFC, he hasn't really shown a lot of finishing upside. Marab beat Umar. You must respect Marab. Bro, he's a machine. I mean, I respect the skill set. I'm not saying he's not a skilled fighter. Just it's just kind of boring watching him though. Like he just spams takedowns. I mean, you can't lie, Rizzy Go. All this guy does is fucking spam takedowns and like is that good for pressure? Like so like he's the will to win is like fucking there. I mean 100%. His will to win is like so strong. Jones will take the fight. I think Tom knocks him out. Didn't you just say you're gonna? Did you just said earlier Jones gonna take it? Oh, you mean he's gonna take the fight? Okay, okay. So he said he's gonna win the fight. Yeah, I think he can knock him out or like he's probably not gonna submit him, but I think the knockout is super live. Probably in the first round. I mean, Tom Aspinall has like the lowest fight time average in the UFC right now. Crazy. He's finishing everyone in the first round. Still haven't seen him go past the second round. I mean, so like I'm not sure what kind of cardio he has, but the guy trains every day. If you watch his YouTube channel, like all this guy does is train like fucking from the morning to midnight, and he takes care of himself. He's been eating healthy. I mean, so like he's fully committed to being the UFC heavyweight champion. I really hope they give him that opportunity. Bob said Jones is a lock. I don't know. I don't know, Bob. I don't know. Like if it'd be one thing if Jones went out there and like destroyed Stipe in the first round. I mean, but like I mean he beat Stipe, I guess, fair and square, but wasn't that impressive. And he doesn't have a lot of power in the hands, right? He's gonna have to land something crazy like a deep kick to the body or a liver kick or something like. He's like a good technician. I mean, I'm gonna have to go with Tom Aspinall. You got to take the younger guy, which has cost me in the past. I mean, I say that a lot. Then I'm taking a lot of these guys that are older this time, so you never really know. But at heavyweight, I mean, it's not really that big of a factor. Even at that heavyweight, I mean, with John Blachowicz and Oberg. But like Tom is a fucking scary guy, bro. Like this guy's scary. DK, what's going on, DK? How you doing, brother? How you doing? What was it? It's fucking nighttime almost at this point. Um, Try me likes to kill stuff. Is he a hunter? Does he go out and hunt? You guys really think Roundtree's gonna be Hill? I might go with Hill this time. I mean, like, he's not that bad, guys. He's really not that bad. But like, you never know where his confidence is gonna be now. I think he picked Ankalaev too, right? He's like one of the few fighters that picked Ankalaev to win that fight over Per. I mean, um, like I really hope that's not a pay per view. I mean, it's Marab versus Mali. Like, is that gonna be a main event on the pay per view? I really hope it's like a co-main event on a pay per view. Like, if they make that a fucking pay per view main event, I don't know if I'm gonna buy that pay per view. I already bought the first pay per view and it was fucking horrendous, horrible. Like, they better make that a co-main event. I mean, I don't want to see that as a main event. Maybe they can have like someone like maybe Islam as a main event or something like that. Maybe Ankalaev defending his belt. Um, doesn't Murad want to take some time off right now? Like, I heard he was gonna take some time off, right? Because he was injured in that Umar fight. So maybe he should take some time off right now. You think Aspinall knocks him out? Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. John Jones has a good chin though. Like, he's not like chinny or anything, so I don't know. Like, it's not like guaranteed that he's gonna get knocked out. But like the way Tom hits, I mean, the speed that he has a want to at a heavyweight, I mean, it's probably gonna be a problem for John Jones, and he probably knows it. He knows it. I mean, or else he would have fought him already. I feel like he just wants the UFC to pay him a ton of money for this fight. So like, even if he loses, like he's not gonna fucking lose any stock, right? Now, what's going on, Hernan? How you doing, brother? How you doing? We're just talking about the UFC right now. I mean, we got a Leon Edwards taking on Brady. They both have no fucking power, bro. It's probably gonna be a pillow fight for 5 rounds, or it's probably gonna be Brady laying and praying for 5 rounds. I mean, maybe you can get a submission on Leon Edwards. What's the submission on that? Can he lock in a submission on Leon? I think Leon can win that fight by decision, but like, let's see what the submission number is. Because I think there's an opportunity. I mean, Brady has really good submission skills. If you can get takedowns on him, I mean, let's see. I mean, Leon's never been finished before, Ray. The closest anyone came to finishing Leon, I think it was Nate Diaz when he rocked him in the 5th round. Brady by submission plus 350. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck? Why is it only plus 850 for Brady by submission? That's bullshit. That is some bullshit, man. It should be like plus 500. Like, I think last week, Blackshear by submission was like plus 250. So like, I mean, he was fighting an older guy. I mean, so like, Leon's not fucking washed or anything. What's going on, Hernan? What the fuck is up, bro? We're just chilling, bro. Just talking about the UFC in general right now. Talking about John Jones versus Aspinall, Topuria versus Islam, which hasn't happened yet. I mean, we haven't heard anything from the UFC yet for this fight. Islam, I think he said he doesn't want to fight him, which probably makes sense. I mean, like, what does he get from fighting Topuria right now, other than like some pay per view? He's probably gonna make a ton of money though if he does fight Topuria. But like, I feel like these guys care more about the legacy than money. I mean, I don't think Islam cares that much about money. Habib, you guys know Habib is actually selling fucking crypto now. Like, he's actually out there selling NFTs and shit, scamming people. Crazy. I would have never expected that. The Bob said pick him ruin Taco Bell for me. Bro, I'm telling you, Taco Bell is not good for you. Like, I mean, maybe you can find some place in Taco Bell, some places they actually clean their kitchen. Most places, like, they don't really clean their kitchen. I mean, it's so fucking dirty in the back, and I can't eat there anymore. I wish I'd never seen it. I mean, so if you go to Chipotle is actually like kind of cleaner than Taco Bell. Plus, like, I don't feel sick when I eat like Chipotle. Like, if you guys ever come to Canada, like, there's a place, air food, it's called the Bami and Kebab. Like, you gotta go to Bami and Kebab. It's so good, bro. I just ate earlier. I'm really hungry. Just someone thinking about food right now. KC Miller, what's going on, brother? How you doing, KC? I think Leon's coming back to this fight. He knows Brady gonna try and take him on and bully him. I think Leon can stay at range and pick him apart for 5 rounds. I think so too, bro. I'm picking Leon too. My only concern is that he can get cage pushed sometimes. Like, he'll just get controlled in the clinch. Brady has really good control in the clinch. He can get takedowns. I mean, so I do think Brady's gonna get some takedowns. We're gonna find out early if Leon can get up to his feet, or is he just gonna lay on his back and get controlled? Like, we'll find out in the first round. I mean, I think the first round is gonna tell us a lot. Because if he makes Brady work, I think he can like land some big shots and hurt him after. I just hope he doesn't fucking wrestle Brady because he might do that just to with the ego that he has. Because I remember that Kobe fight. I bet him in that Kobe fight, and he was winning that fight on the field. Then he's going for takedowns on Kobe Covington, which is impressive. I mean, he got takedowns on Kobe, but like, why even do that? Then he was getting controlled later in like the fifth round by Kobe. Um, bro, Guru does a really good impression of Leon Edwards, right? I can't do it. I think I deserve to fight for the title. No, I can't fucking do it. There's no way I can do it. I was trying. I'm picking Leon. I'm picking John Blachowicz. I think I'm picking all the underdogs on the main card, other than Molly the McCann Crusher, the Can Crusher. I mean, Molly McCann. I don't know how she's on the fucking main card. Honestly, like it kind of shocks me that they keep putting her on the main card. Like he's supposed to fight Estela Nunes, one of the worst fighters in UFC right now, on a 4-5 losing streak. I mean, like I feel like the only reason they keep these girls around. I mean, these guys are like on like a huge losing streak, so they can feed them to like the people they want to see win. And that was gonna be a freebie for Molly McCann. Like she's gonna win that one by TKO later, like second, third round probably. No, now she's fighting Alexia Tenara, who's training over at Amanda Hebas's gym. Pick him ruin Taco Bell for me, bro. I mean, you can still go over there and eat if you want, but like, I can't do it. You can make your own tacos at home, Bob. Like, just fucking cook up some ground beef and like get some vegetables and stuff like that. Add some green pepper, some onions, some guacamole. You probably need some sour cream. I mean, I didn't have any sour cream at home, so like I just used some sriracha, some mayonnaise, some honey mustard. I mean, you probably need some sour cream. It makes it so much better. Habibi. Chipotle, you don't like Chipotle, bro? Like, who doesn't like Chipotle? I don't know anyone that doesn't like Chipotle. You're probably the first guy that doesn't like Chipotle. Chipotle is good, bro. I mean, we don't have Chipotle where I live right now, but it's in Toronto. We got a lot of places in Toronto. Chipotle. Bob said I can't cook, clean, or I can't shop, cook, or clean. What can you do then, Bob? What's something that you can do? Like, I'm pretty lazy. Like, sometimes I don't feel like cooking, but like, cause you gotta clean up after. But like, at least I'm not feeling too sick right now. Like when I eat out all the time, I'm like fucking sick as a dog. Plus I feel better. Like I feel more energetic when I eat in my whole, make my own food. I mean at home. But like I feel like the ingredients they use are like kind of like not healthy. I mean they're probably using old ingredients in those stores. Even like DoorDash. I mean like DoorDash is expensive, bro. Like this one month, I gotta look it up. I mean, it's probably spent like over $800 in DoorDash in a month. Crazy, I know it's fucking crazy. And like I always wonder about those people that weigh like 400 pounds. Like, what are they fucking spending on DoorDash? Like, you guys ever watch the TV shows on YouTube? Not a TV show. I think it's like a learning channel, right? TLC. I think it's TLC. If I'm not mistaken. TLC, the learning channel. My 400-pound life or my 500-pound life. I watched those few times. I was like, what the fuck? How can you eat that much to the point where you're like fucking 500, 600 pounds? Like, how can you do that? Like, I just don't fucking get it. Like, I eat a meal, then I feel so full after. I can't eat after that. There's people that eat fucking like eat in the morning. They eat like every fucking hour. Pooza, 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 pooza. Yeah. Am I gonna make pooza my lock of the week because he's my fellow Indian? Maybe I'll fucking think about it. Probably not though. Probably not. It's gonna be a horrible fight to just watch, man. I mean, this is probably like we gonna be sitting there probably talking about like anything other than MMA in that fight. I feel like it's gonna be split, so maybe bet the fight goes to split because like his 100% gonna go the distance. I mean, they're not finishing each other. I've seen like Pooza get finished before, but like it was a while ago. She didn't have any ground game back then. I think it was like back in one championship race. He got finished by that Muay Thai striker. What was her name? I forgot her name. Stamp, right? It was Stamp. Yeah, it was Stamp. Stamp Fairy Tax. That was not a good look though. I mean, getting finished by Stamp, who's a striker, not really a grappler. Vulcan dropping a super chat on Nation. Thanks to Lane Soccer expertise. Let's go, Vulcan. Appreciate this Donna brother. Can we get some guys? Can we get some W's for Vulcan and Lane? And Lane's been cooking in Discord. I haven't been betting NBA. Like I was thinking about it last night, and I was like, I've been just busy with stuff, so I haven't really been looking into MMA or NBA. We got PFO back, so I'm actually waiting for PFO, and then I'm gonna do some mixed parlays with PFO and UFC. Like that's like free fucking money every time when you mix the parlay with the PFO Contender Series, UFC. I love the PFO so much. Like most of the money that I made betting MMA last year was mostly from PFO and Contender Series, and UFC was like okay, but like I didn't make that much from UFC. I think I made like maybe 3K on UFC last year. It's not that much. But PFO is fucking free, man. I love the PFO. I know people like hate on PFO because of the way they do things, but shit is what it is. I mean, but if you're betting on PFO, like you're making fucking bank. I mean, parlays are free on PFO. I can't bet soccer, bro. Like soccer, I can't like. I just don't know shit about soccer. But normally you can cast some bets like betting both teams score. But like it takes so long. You gotta wait. You gotta be waiting for like 90 minutes. And I tried watching soccer like a few times, and I just can't. It's so hard for me watching soccer. Like NBA is like kind of entertaining at least. Like soccer, like there'll be games where like no one will score a fucking goal for like 90 minutes. It's just so annoying. I really hope Leon fucking wins, man. I mean, probably the over. I'm thinking if I want to parlay the over 4.5 pounds, or I want to take Leon money line. I think it goes over to maybe Leon money line and the over in the parlay. That's probably better. Said I like PFL except for the 3 hours between fights. I mean, you're not wrong. PFL's not that bad. I mean, that's mostly boxing, Bob. That's mostly boxing that does that more than PFL, I feel like. Well, like PFLs, I mean, they don't take that long. It's mostly just boxing. I mean, boxing, when you're watching a boxing card, they'll have like the co-main event, and they'll have a concert between that. Like, I'm not really sure why. Like someone's got to get that over to their fucking production team. I mean, no one's trying to see a concert. Like people tune in to watch fights, bro. Like you're never gonna see Dana White have a fucking concert between the co-main and the main event. Like it makes no sense, bro. People want to see fights. I mean, that's what we watch MMA. And like I watch boxing sometimes, but like that's the one thing that pisses me off about boxing, because the pacing is absolutely horrendous in boxing. But like PFO is not that bad. I mean, I would never had a PFO card where like you gotta wait like 3 hours. LFA does that. I mean, if you watch LFA, like they do that sometimes. They'll have like the early prelims, and you gotta wait like 2 hours for the prelims and like an hour for the main card. Like that's the only thing like I feel like is affecting PFO and LFA, these regional MMA organizations. Like they gotta work on that. They really gotta work on that. Yeah. The story of Bob Puza is a lock. Bob, are you really locking Puza? Like you think, are you that confident Puza? Did you think? I don't even think he won the last fight. I mean, but like Sean Bannon is absolutely atrocious. So like, who the fuck knows? Sean Bannon, like I just don't get how he's minus 200 here. Like, it just doesn't make any fucking sense to me. This should be even money. This should be like minus 110 on each side. Cause like I don't think Sean Bannon is any good. Neither is like Puder Tomer. I mean, but like he's not that bad. Imagine fucking Puder Tomer gets knocked out like Jubilee. If that happens, I'm never gonna pick another fucking Indian fighter. Like, then I can't. Then I won't be able. I won't ever be able to pick a fucking Indian fighter to win, or Canadian fighters. Puzo did win her last fight. I know she did on paper, but like, did you watch that fight? I was gonna go back and rewatch it, then I was like, fuck. I mean, do I really want to spend 15 minutes of my life rewatching that bullshit? I mean, I did pick against Puja there, so maybe I'm biased, but like from what I remember, like it was a close matchup. I mean, Puja was landing the better shots, so maybe she did win that one. I hope she wins this one. I think she can win this one. And there's probably gonna be some Indian people in the arena in London, right? There's a lot of Indian population over there, so I'm sure she's gonna have some people supporting her there for the fights. I did. It was a banger. You're fucking trolling, Bob. There's no way there's a banger. It was a fucking snooze fest, like every other WM fight. I mean, well, like we had some fun fights last week. We had Judy's knocking out that fucking hotel maid Dubin with a high kick. We had Nunes going to sleep. Nunes got absolutely fucking butchered. No, that was nasty. That knockout from Cachoeira was absolutely nasty, though. I really did like that one. We got when the PFO starting? Let me see when the PFO starting at. I think it's early April, right? PFO. Let's see what else we got this week. We got Cage Warriors tomorrow. Is that no? That's Friday. Cage Warriors. Cage Warriors has a pretty good card, honestly. So you might just watch. I might like cover Cage Warriors this Friday because I do want to go live for a MMA event this Friday. Let's see. Let me see. Let's see. So we got Cage Warriors on Friday at one in the middle. I mean, midday. I mean, not in the middle. In the afternoon, we got 1 p.m. Eastern time. We got Shoot to Brazil. I don't watch Shoot to Brazil, but there's a lot of people fighting like from Brazil over there. Yeah, mostly they have like a lot of like veterans fighting over there in Shoot to Brazil. Do we have LFA? Where's LFA? There's no LFA this week? Wow, there's no LFA this week. I honestly thought there was LFA this week. Maybe it's next week then. We got Cage Warriors, so like I'm probably gonna do a live stream for Cage Warriors and do a live stream for UFC the day after on Saturday. I mean, yeah, I don't see any LFA. It's probably next week then. Let me see. Is LFA next week? I know they have a card coming up soon. LFA. Okay, it's next week. March 22nd. That's this week, right? Is that Saturday? Why? Okay, they have it during the night. Okay, they have the card during the night. It's not bad. I mean, honestly, like it's not that bad. We got Antoine Ho fighting next week in LFA. He got absolutely butchered by Kavanaugh, right? He got absolutely slept by Kavanaugh. Hopefully, he can win that one. Grizzly said I went 7-6 last week. I went like 5-8. AJ went 3-10. Bro, it happens, bro. Like you're not gonna do good every card. I have some good cards and I have some bad cards. It happens. It's the game we're in. Like I don't really fucking let it piss me off. Doing bad on a card. Like if you're covering every card, you're making predictions for every single card, bro. Like there's no even the guy that tracks all people that do predictions every week. You'll see people on there that do good for a few weeks and they do bad for a few weeks. It happens. I mean, like that's the game we're in. Like, or if you want to do good, you can just pick the fights that you're confident in. I mean, I know people do that. I know there's people that do that. Pick a few fights. But if you picked all the favorites, I mean, you could have probably gone like 7-6, or even then, like, well, there's like a lot of underdogs in that card too. The underdogs that I picked were Duban and Hallibo. I honestly thought Hallibo should have won that fight, but like it was so close. And takedown defense for Hallibo let him down big time. Still needs to be held accountable. Like, bro, the only people that need to be held accountable are people that are selling picks. Like, I used to sell picks and I used to do the recaps every week. I don't do that anymore. I don't sell picks. So the people that are like, there's people out there that sell picks for like hundreds of dollars every fucking month, and they don't even do recaps. Like, Age is not selling picks. And he hit like 5 locks in a row. I mean, so like, I don't know. People are like, "Oh, I can't believe you locked Holloway." It's actually funny watching people like come back and hate on him. Um, I don't think he needs to he does recaps. I mean, Age is doing fucking recaps after every card. Like, I don't think he needs to be held accountable for anything. He's holding himself accountable. Guys, I'm gonna be out here soon. Appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'm probably gonna do a live stream tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a live preview for you for this card. We'll do the polls for every card, and then every fight. I mean, on the card for London, UFC London, and then I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Paywalling is a recipe for disaster for any gambler. Like I was doing pretty good. I mean, I had like 10% ROI last year, like the picks that I was offering, but like it just doesn't feel good. I mean, I don't like doing it. Like it just feels kind of slimy. Plus like those people like that claim to be millionaires. I mean, and I just like so many shady people in this game, bro. Lane. Like I don't know, you probably know what I'm talking about. I mean, there's people that like that will like charge you like $200 for picks, and then like they do bad and they're never gonna fucking like even talk about it. All right, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy. See you guys in the next live stream. I'll probably do a live stream for UFC London, maybe tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. See you guys then.